are plenty of regular faces on our primetime TV lineups that get far too much credit. The small screen greats, Jeremy Paxman, Michael Parkinson, Stephen Fry. What do they all have in common? They knew how to present a TV show. The same cannot be said for some of today's most popular faces. ITV and the BBC seem insistent on putting the same old presenters at the front of every new game show, reality spin-off and lifestyle program on the airwaves. And though Bradley Walsh, Claudia Winkleman and Michael McIntyre might have escaped my wrath, for now, I've gone ahead and listed the 9 mainstream presenters I think are the worst on offer in 2025. This is, of course, my opinion. I'm sure they're all delightful people in their own right, but for one reason or another, they don't tick my boxes when it comes to hosting. Let us know your worst presenters in the comment section. I'll admit, I do have a bit of a soft spot for Ed Balls. When I was still in secondary school, and he was still the education secretary under the Labour government, he paid a visit to my science classroom and tried to seem interested in our experiments with Bunsen burners. But as a presenter on GMB, he falls flat. Not only is he insistent on grilling members of his own former party, even his wife, former Home Secretary Yvette Cooper, but Ed is rather poor at hiding his political allegiances. Let's just say it's a surprise he doesn't work for the BBC. ITV's Lorraine has been criticized again and again for her lax attitude to her day job, often disappearing for weeks at a time under the guise of school holidays, despite her only daughter being an adult who has children of her own. From her all smiles, all the time attitude, even when announcing a death live on air, to her clear dislike for plenty of her guests, Lorraine is painful to watch. She has hit back at one viewer who accused her of loving everybody, every book, and every song of people she has on the show. Lorraine clapped back. Well, it would be a wee bit daft to have people on if you hated their work, don't you think? Maybe she needs to internalize those words a wee bit more. As Claudia Winkleman's less verbose on-screen sister, It's Pastime Tess Daly was taken off Strictly Come Dancing. In fact, she may as well be replaced by her puppet alter ego from Spitting Image, which simply repeated the phrase, "Keep dancing," over and over like a stuck record. Sorry, Tess. You definitely bring the glitz and glamour, but your lack of genuine interest or empathy for the celebs and their professional partners is grating. BBC breakfast anchor John Kay left a sour taste in my mouth when he was announced as Dan Walker's permanent replacement when the latter ditched the Beeb for pastures new over at Channel 5. While Dan was an affable sort of cringe, John has none of the charisma, and across from Sally Nugent he often seems awkward, like an ill-fitting suit sitting on the famous red sofa.